Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Scorpio, all aspects, for the 15th up to and including the 31st of January 2021. This could be your reading if you have Scorpio aspects or placements and or you are a cross watcher for Scorpio. Let's take a look. It's a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like this doesn't resonate with you, check other aspects of your chart and or maybe this time around it is not your story. So let's have a look. Scorpios, please, Spirit. What is going on for the Scorpios? What is going on for the Scorpios? Let's take a look, Scorpio. Just lighting the candle there. So, okay, let's see. What is the theme for Scorpio, please? All aspects, 15th up to and including the 31st January 2021. What is the theme here, please, Spirit? Scorpio's theme. Right, we've got the High Priestess. So we've got, I'm hearing secrets, but this could also be intuition, high state of awareness, guidance. This could be the other woman. This could also be, you know, obviously a spiritual human being. We've got the Emperor as well. So we've got the Emperor and the High Priestess. Let's jump into the tarot here. Spirit, what can you tell us, please, for the Scorpios? All aspects. And the cross watcher here for Scorpio. 15th up until including the 31st of January 2021. Please, Spirit, what can you tell us here, please? What can you tell us? Okay, so we've got someone in a commitment here who I'm hearing rebellious. Could be someone that's fed up with adhering to a certain way of life and is wanting to put their energy into something else. I'm feeling that the connection they're in is pretty much over. They're wanting to reinvest elsewhere is what I'm hearing, hence why the High Priestess. So it could be that they're wanting to go towards possibly someone that they feel more connected to, that they know has long-term success. They're currently in the process of walking away emotionally from this situation because they don't feel like there's much. Yeah, look, Six of Swords here. They're wanting a fresh start that doesn't involve. There's been a lot of backbiting, a lot of arguments, a lot of pain, a lot of misery, a lot of discomfort, and I feel like someone's ready to move on. They are definitely needing some time to heal. Someone may not want to acknowledge that this is over, but this is definitely, there's no new beginnings. I'm not seeing any new beginnings here. Someone wants to try and rebuild. Jury's out though. Jury's out whether they can do it. Yeah, they don't know. They don't know. They're fairly aware that I'm hearing someone's quite controlling and domineering, and I think it's starting to get to the point where they can't ignore it any longer. It's not something that can be ignored, is what I'm hearing. It's overbearing, not comfortable. But there's a waiting period here because I think this person wants to make sure that they're getting this right. There's definitely a fear about staying, but there's also a fear about leaving here. I think it's to do with the house situation and or, some kind of commitment that they're going to have to leave. They know that someone's going to see this unfair. They think that if they were to broach this subject now, someone is not going to understand for some reason why they want to leave. They're not going to understand, or they possibly know that they're not going to see it from this perspective of it's over. They're deciding, do I wait or do I just go ahead and do it? What do I do? Do I wait or do I just jump in? What do I do? So this is the continuous loop of thought. They're worried about money. They're biding their time. But they're biding their time to try and do this. There's a reason for why they're biding their time. I think it's because this person may know that there's someone else as well, which means they're going to have to hold off giving you anything or the person that they want to come towards because they think there will be some arguments around it. They are worried about how this will be. Again, it could be because children are involved. It could be that there's, close family linked. They are worried about the fallout is how I'm hearing it. And so also that someone, they're worried about how this person's going to react. Something about discomfort. They know this is not going to be easy. Someone doesn't, it's the feminine in this is not going to want to let go. They think, and that's I think why they don't want to go ahead and sort of bite the bullet really with this, because yeah, there's going to be other people disappointed as well, possible family members. So this is why they don't know how to deal with this. So if there's no action, this person's trying to, half of them is burying their head in the sand a little bit. The other half of them is trying to work out what to do. They want to take action, but there's something again that makes them feel very uncomfortable about coming forward with this. They're saying behavioural patterns, so it could be that they are worried that, is it all worth all of this? If I cut this off and move out of this, which is already going to be a nightmare, is it going to be worth it? Is this what I think it is? Because I thought the last one was what I thought it was, and it wasn't. What do I do? Is essentially the thought process here. But they can't stay because they know that there's no warmth in this that they're in. There's nothing. There's no peace. There's no warmth. There's no healing. There's no. There's a burden with this decision. There's, again, it could be children, could be family, could be money. For some of you, it's going to be a marriage that they know they're going to have to divorce from. And so this person is not making any fast moves because they know that once this decision is made, once they actually utter those words of I'm going, the whole thing changes. And it's like, am I going to get out of this without having to sacrifice everything? There's definitely something this person feels. It's a fear, is how I want to say it. It's actually a fear. So they're biding their time. They're biding their time here. There's also something about not telling everyone or publicly. They don't know how successful this will be. They're worried that it's not going to go according to plan. They are feeling mentally trapped to make a decision. They feel like they're stuck. This person feels very stuck. They know what they want, but they're having to wait. This is a waiting game. There's also something here about that the after effects hurting more than ever. Again, it could be that this person's aware of this connection, but they're having to, there's a lot of, for some of you, it could be the way or the nature that you guys, these people got together that was a risk that didn't pay off, and now they're having to risk something else again, and there's a worry. For some of them, it's like they know the family, and so they know that this is going to be a shock to people. Or they feel a responsibility and they know they're going to disappoint people. And I don't think this person likes that. They are very adamant what they want. But they know as soon as they make that communication about what exactly this is, there's going to be conflict. It could be that this person knows you. It could be that maybe your kids go to school at the same pace, or that maybe there was issues in the relationship before and your name was brought up, but there's something about this that when they say, they know there's going to be a lot of issue. When the truth comes out, there's going to be a lot of issues. You know, they already know. This is, again, a lot of, this person's not playing either. This person's not playing. Again, especially if you got, they're married. Someone's viewed as a very manipulative energy here as well within this. Someone's viewing this as being manipulated, and so that's another reason why it's not going to be straightforward, which is why if they're waiting, honestly, I'm not surprised, because this just looks like a hot mess, if I'm totally honest with you. And I think they're just trying to buy the time to gain strength before they drop the bombshell, you know. I think they're biding their time as well to see I mean, first of all, I don't think this person's confident to actually go up against this karmic, this person they're in a relationship with. I actually don't think, yeah, this person's not confident to speak their truth to this other person. They're not confident. So we've got to pause here before they're actually wanting to go towards their heart, which would be their, you know, divine counterpart. But they're having to pause that journey. That they can't, yeah, they can't come towards that. I'm hearing until that's solved, that they're stuck. They're trying to figure out how to move forward. I mean, I'll be real honest with you. These cards suggest that any movement is going to bring the house down. Now, again, it could be that these are joint assets, finances, family ties, legal contracts, children. I don't know, but there's something about this that if they say what they want to do, that all hell will break loose. Because I'll be honest with you, these are some pretty hard cards to look at, and I think it's going to be to do with the fact that this person's leaving for someone else, and I think that will become very clear, and that's what this person's worried about, because they're going to have to come clean, you know. They don't know how to do this. They're trying to figure out a way of doing this which is not going to bring the house down, because I feel like it's looking a little turbulent here, I'm not going to lie. It doesn't look like a straightforward, because I feel it could be to do with the fact that this person's thought for a long time that something was going on, or that they know the person, or that they know what the temper. There could be a bit of an abusive element around this person as well. Something's been learnt here, which is why it's ready to close out. Definitely a cycle's come to an end here within this situation. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like there's some element to this karmic, and I'm going to say karmic. I know it triggers everyone, but tough. I mean, what else do you want me to say? Do you want me to use 17 other words to get to the point? Or do you want to just... I can just use one and it will succinctly explain my point. For those who get triggered by karmics and the word karmic, this is not the channel for you. Just, it's a lot easier if you just don't watch this, because I don't have time, no offense, but I don't have time to sit and explain the wording and the reasoning behind that. If you don't get it, you don't get it. End of story. I don't want to hear comments about it. It's boring for me, if I'm totally honest with you, because it's just like, just do a bit of research and you'll find what that means. It's not hard. It's just lazy now, you know. It's like, just do a bit of your own self-development. It's not really the hardest thing in the world to do when we're all in lockdown, you know. This character here has been abusive, and so I feel like at some point there was definitely a control element here that she had, this karmic had, and so the fact that this person's kind of moving away from that is definitely an issue. And also, if there's a marriage involved, there's also money ties that this person knows will be limited now. So there's definitely a money element. The other person involved in this wants to be single. They want to be single. End of story. So let's have a look. Right. Okay. Okay, let's see. What else can we figure out here within this situation for the Scorpio? Okay, so Spirit, what can you tell us, please, for the Scorpios, 15th to 31st? What's going to happen? Yeah, there's a lack of balance here, and I think it's going to come to a head within the situation. There's a decision being made that is, I think, has been needing to happen. Let's have a look. Spirit, what can you tell us, please? 15th to 31st. What is going on here? 15th to 31st, please. January 2021. Someone wants to stick in with this. Could be you. Could be the other person, the karmic. One person's going to be fed up of being isolated, and one person's scared of isolation. There's going to be a lot of discussion around this too. So, let's have a look. Right. Okay. What can you tell us, please, for Scorpio? 15th to the 31st of January 2021. What else is going to be happening here, please, Spirit? What else? Wow. Look at that resistance. Someone is not going to want to let go here. Taurus energy, resistance, bullish behaviour, inspiration. So they know that there's this kind of energy that's being presented, that they don't want their person to leave. And again, we mentioned this a minute ago, but we got some gold diggers here. Karmic gold diggers, you know. Let's see. What else can you tell us, Spirit? What else is... Oh, we've got cards flying everywhere. Okay, Scorpio's energy. Wow. Shadow element. So, again, could this person have been lulled into this relationship because of riches or money or the practical? And it's about time they address the more spiritual side. Are they ready to address the spiritual side? Is this a pattern of behaviour that they've been in, you've been in? There's definitely going to be some light shed on this. Okay, let's see. What else can you tell us, please? Scorpio. This person, if they've been around a karmic person who's very drawn to the finances, it was the security that was drawn up around them that was false, that is being slowly ripped down. And so their reality's kind of, there's a lot of changes here that some people are going to be happy to see, some people aren't. Right, let's see. Scorpio's reading, please, Spirit. 15th to the 31st. Scorpio's reading. So we've got anxiety and cornucopia, which is a very blessed card. So someone knows, and we're going number 11, which is very twin flame energy. Someone knows that they want this, but they're worried about how they're going to have to move through the energy that they're being presented with. So let's take a look. Okay, what else, please? Anything else happening for the Scorpios? Yeah, so the shadow side, that toxic karmic side. Again, sorry if you're getting triggered by the word karmic. I'm just going to use it 5 times more now than I usually do. Because there's obviously a reason if you're getting triggered by that. It probably means you are in a karmic situation. It's kind of obvious when you're getting triggered in that way. So devil energy, subconscious, okay, patterns of behavior that are outdated, are kind of in more codependent energies that are restrictive as opposed to freeing. There's a shedding of an outer layer here that, again, one party in this may not want, but the other one does. Let's have a look at the outcome for you guys. Let's see what the outcome is. What is the outcome here, please? What is the outcome? So we've got, again, this is Aquarius energy, but this is also healing. Okay, this is also hope, balance, and we've got the 8 of Pentacles. So there's definitely work being sort of done to do healing, you know, in terms of healing a situation, removing any kind of issues or pain. I feel like probably the tail end of this month will be possibly an awareness of this being closed out, or some kind of acknowledgement of what is really going on. All right, now whether or not someone's actually said that openly, like, bye, I'm leaving, I'm not so sure, but I think that there's certainly on the horizon within the next few weeks there will probably be some kind of closure here. Someone feels stuck though, that's the problem. Someone feels very stuck. They don't know. Again, a house, something about someone's scared of losing their house, so they're trying to understand how to do this. I think the outcome here is going to be how to get out of this without losing absolutely everything, because they're aware that they're going to have to sacrifice something in this situation. If they want to get out, they're going to have to sacrifice something. End of story. All right, that's how this person's perceiving this situation, which is why there's inactivity with the outcome for this. Let's see what else we can pick up here. What else can you tell us? What are the other messages for Scorpios, please? 15th to the 31st of January 2021. What else? Messages. Scorpio's message. So we've got virtual fog, which would obviously explain the confusion here. So again, don't forget Psyche going direct around the 28th might help that. And then we've got inner alchemy. So there's a process of healing and a kind of unity that's being built here with this process. So don't underestimate this process, okay? Because if this is your person, this is what you're building upon. Soul tribe, this is what you're building upon. It's like you're building a rapport on an energetic level, not necessarily in the physical yet, because maybe there's a restriction, but that's what it's heading towards, is what it's saying, really. Let's see. Final messages. Scorpio. Okay, so there's a mending here. There's again a healing that's carried out, okay, that's going to be happening. And that's happening in the here and now. That needs to be done before anything can happen, is what I'm being told. And let's pull a Lover's Oracle card for you guys. What is the message for Scorpios, please, from the 15th up to and including the 31st? What is the message for Scorpio, 15th to the 31st? Thank you. Beautiful energy here. Look at that. Look at that energy. That card illustration. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith, which makes sense of what we've been reading. And we've got this tree of life, which is this evolution here. And it says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. Okay, guys, this was your reading for Scorpio. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. I hope this helps. Until next time, take care.